Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you, all right? So in this video, I want to talk about order types. This is extremely important to understanding what trades you should take, right? When you're looking at strike price and stuff, I want you to understand order types, okay? This is going to help you become a better trader, whether you're in the beginning, intermediate, don't matter, all right? Now, before we get into it, I want to say be sure to like this video, okay, and be sure to subscribe to this channel, all right? So with that being said, what we're gonna do is, so I'm in my Webull Mobile, all right, one of my accounts. So let's say I'm like, all right, I want to take a trade on HIMS, right? Put or call, it doesn't matter. Now, as you can see, right here we have order types, okay? So we go to limit order. Now, what order type should you use? I always like to enter into my trades on a limit order, okay? On a limit order. Now, let me break down the differences between these first. You have a limit order. As you can see right here, it says buy security at a fixed price or lower, okay? So when you're looking at order types, you want to understand that, okay, if I want to get into an order type, right there where it says limit price, you click on it, and then you see bid, mid, and ask, okay? Now, these are the spreads. So the spread is between the bid and the ask, that's $6, a $6 difference per contract, right? That makes a big difference. The mid is 73. So when I am trading, I like to buy at the mid, okay? If you try to get, when you buy at limit order, it may take you a little second for your order to go through and you get filled because it's searching for that price to be available, right? So if you buy at bid, you probably won't get the stock, probably won't get filled on your order unless the stock goes in the opposite direction and makes the price come down, right? If you buy at ask, that's gonna be at the top of the spread range, which means that you might be overpaying a little bit. So that's why I like to buy at mid, right? So limit order is how I like to enter into my trades, right? Keep this in mind. So that's limit order. You're ensuring the price of the actual options contract and shares if you're buying shares too. This is all universal. Order types is all universal when we're talking about trading. Okay. Now let's say I want to do market order, okay? Market order is if you just want to get into the trade, all right? I do not recommend market order, right? Look what it says. The ask and a bid quote for options may have relatively big price difference. Please pay attention to the ask quote changes before while making market orders, all right? What I want you to understand about market price is when it comes to market price, you are going to get filled on whatever price is available immediately, okay? So let's say you're trying to get into a call and you get in at market and then you're down 10%. You're like, what happened? Because you got in at market and you probably overpaid for the contract price. So if you want to be able to control how much money you're going to be up or down when you get in the trade, you want to say, hey, I want to get this contract at this price. Therefore, I am going to enter in on a limit order. The order will not go through and get filled if you place a limit order until it hits that order level. Okay? I want you guys to keep this in mind. Be sure you understand this. All right? That's the difference between a market order and a limit order. The market order guarantees that you get into the trade, but it does not guarantee the price. Okay? This is why you don't want to rush and you want to be methodical with your entries. Because if you're rushing to get into a trade, you're gonna get flipped. All right, you're gonna get cooked. But when you buy in limit order, you're guaranteeing the price of the contract. All right. And I would rather guarantee the price of the contract because if I miss my entry, I miss my entry. I'm fine with that. But I don't want to hurry up into a trade overpay and then it rejects and then I'm down 20% within the first 30 seconds of the trade. That's dumb and that don't make no sense. All right. So you got market order and limit order. So that's entering into a trade. So let's say I want to exit a trade, right? If I want to exit a trade, I'm going to click sell. I'm not in a trade, but well, you could go to sell. All right. And then I'll go to limit order right there. Okay. Now you want to know. So we'll go back to buy real quick. Let's say I bought these contracts and I bought them at 7.75. That's $75 per contract. So let's say for Isiah use purposes, I have 10 contracts. That's $750, right? So what this means is I buy in at my limit price at $75 per contract. I get 10 contracts. I have a total investment of $750, right? Now let's say I want to sell my contracts, and let's say I want to sell my contracts and I'm selling them for 70. Let's say the contracts are now at 0.8, okay? 0.8. That means that each contract made $5, okay? What is $5 times 10? That's $50, okay? So when you're selling, you want to know, okay, what is the limit order that I'm selling at? When you know the limit order that you're selling at, you can say, okay, what was my average price? Which is the price that I bought into. Okay. If you bought in at 0.75 and the contracts are now at 0.8, you just do the math. Okay, they're at 0.8, that's $5 a contract. How many contracts do I have? That's my profit. All right. So you want to understand this limit versus the market order. So when I'm getting out, I like to get out at mid price because it will most likely fill a little bit earlier. If we're blasting off and we're going to the upside, I'll sell at ask price because I know it's going to get filled because the price is continuously going up. But if we're kind of rejecting and it's a little bit weak, I'm going to try to get filled at mid price. If it's really weak, I may get filled at bid price. Okay. If I just need to get out of the trade and it's like emergency, I will sell at market price. Okay. But keep in mind, when you are in a trade, and let's say you're in a profit, let's say you're up $200 on a trade. If you sell at market price, you may only make $140 when it was showing you $200, right? But when you are sell at limit price and you see $200, you'll probably make $195, right? $190, $192, $198, or the $200, or a little bit more. Okay, so I really want you to understand the importance and the power of these two order types. Okay, now you have a couple other order types. You have a stop order and a stop limit order. Right? Now, this is if you're in a trade and you want to automatically have the contract sell out if it hits a certain threshold. And this is what we would call stop loss. Right? On a stop order, it says set a stop price lower than your current price. If the market drops to the stop price, a market sell order is triggered at market. Okay? Keyword is a market order. So the same way I told you that a market order is you're going to get filled at whatever price is available. That's what a stop order is. Okay. With the stop limit order, it's a limit order. Okay. So a stop limit order is once it says set a stop price lower than the current price. If the market price drops to the stop price, a limit sell order is triggered, and then it will sell out at the price that you say you want to sell out at. Okay, so let's go to the stop limit order and let me show you what I mean. Okay, now, so you see right here where it says stop limit order. So you see we have a stop price and we have a limit price. Your stop price is once these contracts get to this price, sell, like I want you to trigger to sell out my contract. All right. The limit price says this is the price that I want to sell out at. Right. So let's say you're like, okay, I want my stop price to be 10%, which is 0.75. And therefore, when it hits 0.75, I want you to sell me out at 0.7. Okay. And then boom, just like that. All right. So that is a stop limit order. A stop order is once it's at 0.75, sell me out. You may get filled at 0.65. Okay. So I want you to understand the difference between that. So I always enter in my trades at limit order. All right. Mid price. And I usually always sell my trades at limit order as well at mid price. Okay. So now let me show you on my desktop what I mean. So if we go to the desktop on Webull, okay, these are my buttons. All right. So let's say I want to, let's say I want to trade Uber. All right. These are all my contracts. Okay. Remember the bid and the ask. So this is the spread right here. So the bid is 90 and the ask is 94. So let's say I want to buy at mid. So you see how these numbers are fluctuating? This is why I love trading a desktop, because when you're doing it on mobile, you have to do it manually, right? You're doing it manually. You're updating the numbers, okay? When you purchase a contract on your desktop, I have a button right here that says buy mid, right? So I'm gonna update this right here, right? So I would click on this contract, and you see how these buttons lit up right here, right? Okay. And then I would say, okay, I wanna buy one contract. Okay, it updated. I want to buy it at mid, at bid plus 3 cents, or at ask. All right. So the mid price between 92 and 96 may fluctuate. That's why if I trade on my mobile, my cell phone, it's gonna take me a longer time to get filled because I may have to update the price that I want to get filled at. But when I click on buy mid, I literally click buy mid, and then it will fill me at the mid price between bid and ask, even if it is fluctuating. Okay, that's why I love buy mid, and that's why I love sell at mid. And you see I have my button, so I don't have a buy at market because I never want to buy at market. I'm never pressed to get in a trade, right? But I do have a sell at market just in case I got an emergency and I need to just sell, okay? And I need to just sell. Let's say we got data came out or something I didn't know, and it just started going crazy. I'll just click on sell at market and just, it is what it is, right? Because if I try to sell out at mid and the stock is going the opposite direction, I will not get filled. All right? So I buy at mid. It may take a second. I'll get filled, and now I'm in a trade. Okay, and then I go to my positions, and then it'll show me my positions that I'm in. It'll show me how much I'm up, how much I'm down, et cetera, et cetera. Right? But that is the power of a limit order. When you're trading, you always want to control how much you buy something at, because those numbers may not seem like a big difference, but if you get into a trade at 0.9 versus 0.95 and you got 10 contracts, that's $50 profit already. Okay? So if you get in at market, let's say you get in at market at, you see that 0.9 and you get in at market and you get in at market and end up paying 0.94, right? And then the stock goes to 1.0, right? And you get at market, you just made $6 per contract, $60. But if you get filled at 100 at 0.9 and then you got 10 contracts and then it goes to 1.0, now you made $10 per contract. That's $100. So that's a $40 difference, right? So this is why I like to get filled at limit order at the mid price, right? I wanted to make this video very thorough so that you guys could understand what's being said and you can, this could be helpful for you. All right. So I hope that that was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. Okay. Let me know in the comments what was helpful. If this makes more sense for you. All right. I hope that this helped you and it makes you a better trader and it helps you with your understanding on executing orders. All right. So like I always say, make sure you get up out of your head and go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Peace.